4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 224 squares, and we've got a cathedral ceiling running through the dining, kitchen, living, and all the way out to the covered patio. But the biggest thing about this site is not only does it slope this way, but it slopes this way. Slope, slope, slope. And the challenges that a sloping site brings are amplified when it slopes both ways. Hey, I'm on site in Riverstone. I've just stopped in to check on the guys. They're out the back doing deck piles and bearers. We're moving on to the landscaping phase of this new build. How's this going?
Good.
Slipping around in the mud?
Yep.
All the piles are in? So you're in a like full-on jacket, Max, and he's got a singlet on. Yeah. Does that mean he's working twice as hard? So it basically slopes that way, down like that, down like that. This is how we've resolved it here. We've gone for retaining wall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 boards high. So that's another 1.4-ish meters. That's not right though, because I'm 1.8. Oh no, that would make sense. Yeah. And then we've done a 1.4 meter block wall, and then we're on piles about 1.4 meters out of the ground over there as well. Slope, slope, slope. If your slope's like this, you've got to work out your point where you do cut in and you retain here and you build up here, or do you retain all here and no build up here, or do you build up here and no retaining here? We had to cut out to pour the garage. We've cut down into the earth. We've also had to truck out of this site 400 cubes of soil. We have had to bring in a bunch of stuff. The building up the block wall in that foundation stage is so much more involved. This section would have been a dud section, and now that we've cut it and we've leveled it, it's amazing. Inside we've got kitchen cabinetry in, we've put the flooring down, and we're just waiting on a very flash stone bench top to be cut and installed. Then we can crack on with everything else. We will definitely take our muddy shoes off before we go inside. But hope all you tradies watching do the exact same thing. How do we do this? So you'd normally walk in this front door here, and straight away you get greeted by this massive open plan cathedral ceiling. Look how glorious it looks. Like, look at that view. I better get that for the gram. Look at the view of that builder out there in his singlet. Follow us, Your Place Building Co. at NZ Builder. I think in total we've got 5 skylights in this house. Excellent for letting all that natural light in, flooding the place. I love a skylight. Where we're building Riverstone is traditionally quite windy throughout the day, and it's really clever that the house kind of wraps around the windy side, and there's this little, man, builders in their nail guns. Like, can they have some consideration to the YouTube viewer trying to listen to my words? Got a barn slider into a media room. This house is for a lovely young couple, no kids, so I bet you there's going to be like lots of movies, lots of gaming. We connect out with this massive French slider. Don't worry, we give the house a thorough clean before we hand it over and get rid of all the dust. Yeah, someone will need to sort that out. The thing is, when I'm walking around these houses making videos, I keep getting distracted by all the little things, you know. I think it's amazing the things you pick up when you're walking around. Wow, look at this. Full tiled bathroom, all 4 walls, floor to ceiling tiles. Amazing little cubicle here. Rain head, this vanity, very dreamy. We build our houses, the floor is nice and level and straight, but that means that now somehow we have to get from a floor inside to a deck, to a patio, to the lawn, and what happens is you end up creating all these terraces. Given my experience on the section Nobody Wanted, I think terraces can be quite fun, and it creates a chance for you to create zones. And again, just like building the house, the best way to attack that is to learn to work with the land instead of fighting it.